How's it going, everyone? My name is Rick Dunn. This is my editing for the web Rise Reflection portfolio video for Jessica, one of my classmates. And so we're going to get right into it. All right, so the first thing that stuck out to me was your video banner. You said it's not your original work, but it really stuck out to me as something that you would do. It looks like your style, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when you're done with it. What I really appreciated about your site was the simplicity of your site. You know, I'm a minimalist. I love the minimal style, and your site really does that, and so it really worked for me. The one thing about your site that made me want to revisit my site was the video banner. Again, it's something that I use for the Real Deal Taco site, and I really enjoyed the first impression that it gives off, but it doesn't work for my site right now. Maybe it'll work for my site in the future. Honestly, I can't say there was many parts of your site that I couldn't understand. I think it was pretty easy to consume, and since we went over a lot of this in class already, I pretty much think I know exactly where you're trying to go with this. Now, at first glance, when I first looked at your site before we got to class, it seemed like you wanted to keep your site a one-pager with some of the information on the first page, kind of an infinity scroll, and then have it link back to certain other pages. But it seems like you wanted to keep your site very simple, and like I said before, I appreciate that, and yeah, it looks great. I can't say I was confused by a lot of things on your site. Again, very simple, very minimalistic. But if I had to say the first thing that popped off to me that confused me just a bit was the sizing of your text on your menu, as well as right in front of your video banner. The text is a little too small and a little hard to read. But other than that, like I said, it was very self-explanatory. The site was very good. I love the logo with your name. Other than that, it wasn't much that confused me about your site. It's pretty great. One of the first things that stuck out to me is something you could probably do to help for the infinity scroll on your page is put maybe a gray strip or a different color strip behind the videography, branding, and design portion in your first page. It'll help separate the sections on your page instead of it being just one long page. But other than that, yeah, that's it. Now at this point, I'm kind of feeling like these questions are starting to repeat themselves. But I guess if I had to be really picky, I would say maybe adding a more color to your background on your page. There's a lot of black, and it's just that infinity scroll, you know, but that's just me being picky, man. I think it looks fun. Okay, so this is the portion where you're supposed to consider something. So I guess if you had to consider something, I would say maybe taking more opportunities to step outside of your comfort zone. If you're given an opportunity to expand your skill set, take it. I know it's always easier to revolve around the areas that you're comfortable in, but if you get the opportunity to do that, I think you should take those opportunities and run with it. On this one, I would have to say just refer back to the last question. I think I've answered that pretty well on the last question. Moving on. Right now, I would have to say your portfolio seems like it's in a great place. I know you're still working on it. It's not finished. It's going to get better. So that being said, you know, I think it's self-explanatory. You're going to do more with it. We've already talked about some of these things, so it'll get better. I look forward to seeing it when it's done. Wow, okay, this again. Okay, we're repeating ourselves again. All right, I guess if I had to say something, I would say again, step outside of your comfort zone. Do something a little different. Do something a little unexpected for Jessica. Other than that, I think we pretty much covered everything, so moving on. All right, so that being said, this is the end of my Rise Reflection video on Jessica's portfolio. I think she did a great job. She's a great artist. She's a great graphic designer, and I look forward to seeing how her site grows. And that being said, that's it. Peace.